I'm joined by the Southern Savior, Johnny Schuyler, coming from a varied pedigree, from Resistance Pro all across the world. Johnny Schuyler's here today. He's here with Wrestleforce, a new age here in Midnight Mayhem. Johnny, tell me, what's going on here?
Well, Aaron Varnum, step aside and let the Southern Savior, John Schuyler, preach some truth. And truth of the matter is, it's a big day for Wrestleforce, the first TV taping. It's a new beginning, a new chapter. And I'm going to let you and everybody else in on a little secret, okay? The end of that chapter reads, spoiler alert, Schuyler wins.
Oh my, broke the table in half.
I will tell.
My God! Look at that, you always did that in a live event. Oh, devastating suplex. Folks, this could be bedlam here in the arena. Oh my God! Close your eyes. Mothers, send your children to their rooms. Here we go. Oh my God, look at this. The money clip out of nowhere.
Welcome to Midnight Mayhem. Johnny Schuyler coming out. That is the Southern Savior. Johnny Schuyler, folks, this is a huge deal for Midnight Mayhem. Folks, we have partnered up with Wrestleforce, and we are going to be bringing you some fantastic matches in the coming weeks. Johnny Schuyler, just a taste of what we will be seeing coming up shortly. Folks, Johnny Schuyler has a varied pedigree. I said it earlier. Coming from a background in Resistance Pro Wrestling, and here is his opponent for the night, Derek Rise. Derek Rise already plotting out that he's going to kick Johnny Schuyler in the face. Folks, Wrestleforce, Midnight Mayhem together, I believe this is an unstoppable pairing, folks. This is going to be a fantastic few weeks here. We have got some very special matchups that we are going to be showing to you, and I know you cannot be more excited than I am, because I am elated that we have this partnership coming underway. Folks, these two men, very fast-paced. You're going to have to keep up with me. I'm going to be all over the place because this matchup is going to be hard for me to keep up with. I'm telling you. Johnny Schuyler, that man right there, the Southern Savior. Derek Rise. We haven't seen either of these two men on Midnight Mayhem. I take that back. We've seen Johnny Schuyler once, but we have never seen Derek Rise, and this matchup is going to be fireworks, my friend. Going for that collar elbow tie-up. Derek Rise getting his head wrenched in there by Johnny Schuyler. Schuyler off the ropes. Big shoulder block Rise. Down on the ground, Schuyler going for the pin attempt. Derek Rise calling for a little bit of mercy right there. Johnny Schuyler getting those great fans behind him. Folks, this is very special. I can't emphasize it enough. A test of strength. Derek Rise is going a little bit old school here for a test of strength. Schuyler obliging him, and they're going for it, folks. They're going for the test of strength. And here it is. Both of these men similar builds, not a big variance in weight or height. These two men similar. Look at this. Nice little monkey roll right there. And Johnny Schuyler still holding on. Rise going for the pin attempt. Schuyler able to get out of it. Schuyler going down. Rise on top. Rise going down. Schuyler on top. Look at that big arm drag. And nice maneuver by Rise. Both men kept up. That is some of the excitement we are going to be seeing here when Wrestleforce teams up with Midnight Mayhem. Look at Johnny Schuyler resetting, gathering his wits about him, getting that game plan together. Derek Rise, very impressed by Johnny Schuyler's chain wrestling ability, offering his hand. But folks, in professional wrestling, sometimes that's not their true intention right there, is Derek Rise getting the upper hand and going straight to the face of Johnny Skyler. Look at that. Big clubbing blow to the chest of Johnny Skyler. Skyler reversing it. Big open hand slap and a knife edge chop, shades of the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Calling for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you keep on going, folks. That is what you got. John Skyler, the Southern Savior. Ooh, Derek Rise able to capitalize, get out from that. It looked like Skyler hit his face against the turnbuckle, and he is going to work on the left arm and shoulder of Skyler. Folks, Skyler in a position right now that he's not used to being in. Skyler, a worldly traveler here in the world of professional wrestling. Look at Rise grabbing a handful of Skyler's hair. Now, folks, that could be a disadvantage, having that long hair. Now, we see a lot of wrestlers. Dave Dawson, or Zane Dawson, comes to mind when I think of that long hair. And, folks, it like I said, it could be a disadvantage. Look at that. Rise just throwing Skyler down. Skyler trying to get that arm about him. Overhand top wrist lock, and Rise is back on the offense. Looks like Rise is stomping away at the tricep of John Skyler. And just still ripping at the forearm, ripping at the bicep, the tricep. Rise trying to prove that he didn't do anything wrong. Skyler fighting back from his knees, fighting back from his feet. And a big uppercut from Skyler. Skyler picking, looks like Skyler's arm's still a little tender, not able to fully pick up Rise there, but he's still fighting. Now that's something you're going to see. The more we see of John Skyler, the more you're going to see he is a tenacious little cuss right there. Look at Rise just kicking him. Skyler getting up in a big drop kick, big clothesline, and another forearm shiver. Skyler is on a roll. Rise off the ropes. Skyler, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Man, that looks like that could break a spine, perhaps. Getting those great fans behind him, calling for what we now know is his finishing maneuver, the sliced bread. Perhaps not. Rise blocking him. Big back elbow. Rise off the rope. Oh my God! Big spear by Skyler. Still not enough to keep Rise down. Skyler trying to get a little momentum behind him. Rise on the ground right now. Skyler needs to get some sort of maneuver to get that checkmate in this chess match. Skyler calling Rise up. Here it is, going for the sliced bread. Skyler up. Rise able to get out of it. Rise going back to offense, and a huge enziguri to the back of the head of Skyler. Skyler might be knocked out cold, but not quite yet. He is not down for the count. Skyler still has some fight left in him. Skyler trying to go back to his feet. Rise up first, calling those fans behind him. Look at Rise just waiting for that perfect maneuver right now to get the one up on Johnny Skyler. Going for it. Skyler out of the way. Rise able to catch himself from going over and then hanging Skyler out to dry. Rises up. Oh my God! Skyler with that huge kick. And it's over, folks. Johnny Skyler's your winner. That was astonishing. Let's see that kick again. I would love to see that kick. Let's take a replay. Rises up. Skyler just connecting to the chin of Rise. And folks, that's what you're going to see on Wrestleforce meets Midnight Mayhem. We'll be right back. Standing beside me, this mountain of a man, the inspiration, Brady Pierce. Tonight you're taking on Kim Chi. What does he have waiting for him in that ring?
2 words. Torture rack.
Coming out from the curtain, Kim Chi from the deepest, darkest Africa. This man looks like an explorer, perhaps trying to find that heart of darkness that Conrad was talking about. Kim Chi coming to the ring, doesn't look like he's been in America that long. Kind of confused where he's at, not sure of his way around the ring yet. Perhaps this man has no wrestling experience. It doesn't look like he knows what he's doing in there. Kim Chi, a man. And here comes a bigger man, Brady Pierce. Brady Pierce, look at the physique of this man. This man is humongous. Brady Pierce, a mountain of a man, going up here, the inspiration, inspiring people left and right, making sure people eat their Wheaties, work out. This man knows what the deal is here on Midnight Mayhem meets Wrestleforce. Look at that. And Kim Chi, I'm kind of not faulting Kim Chi for this, because Kim Chi has no possible way of beating this man. You gotta hit him with his back turn. That's what Kim Chi's doing. It's only smart. And then poking him in the eyes. Kim Chi doesn't know what he's doing in here. And Brady, just huge power slam. Looks like Brady may be trying to get this one in the books. Kim Chi able to block it. Not this time, Kim. Not this time. Brady with the torture rack, and it looks like Kim Chi is giving up. Folks, we're at, it's not even 10 minutes, no, 15 minutes in, excuse me. We've got 2 matches down. We've got a huge main event coming up next. Standing beside me, one of the WCW legends here in Wrestleforce, Lodi. Lodi, it looks like we've got similar style here. Speaking of style, you're taking on House of Style tonight. What's going on with that?
There's nothing similar between you and I. Sorry. House of Style. Lodi. Sick Boy. The Flock. I know you remember. Tonight, we're going to show you why we, from the Bowery, were the meanest, the roughest, and the baddest you've ever seen. So it is written, so it shall come to pass. Enjoy every breath you take. You never know when it'll be your last. Many have come before you, House of Style, and they've all fallen like fools. When it comes to hardcore wrestling, it's plain and simple. The Flock rules.
The Flock with some strong words for these men. The House of Style, the modern classic B.J. Hancock, the fabulous Playboy Bob Keller right there leading them around the ring. And Mr. A-List, Michael Freely, where are you? Oh, there you are. Look at that smug look on Freely's face. These men think that they are better than everybody, and it's all because of the tutelage of that man, the fabulous Playboy Bob Keller. Look at Mr. A-List, and here we go, folks. This is a huge deal for Midnight Mayhem. Lodi, Sick Boy, The Flock. Have you ever watched WCW? Because these men were both on WCW back in the day. Very long-term professional wrestlers right here. Lodi, Mom, send me money. He needs some change. Sick Boy, over there. And folks, this matchup, I guarantee, is going to be a lot of fireworks as well. Lodi, always coming out with the signs. If you remember him from back in the day, Lodi still looking fantastic. Sick Boy, the same. Speaking of fantastic, the House of Style. These men think that they are better than everybody. And Lodi, about to get into the ring, about to put a hurting on these boys. Look at Sick Boy. Sick Boy's about 6'5", 250 pounds. That is a mountain of a man. And it looks like, here we go, the Flock are in the building. BJ Hancock and Michael Freely attacking them, trying to get that advantage early on in this matchup. I don't know if the bell's even rung. And a huge clothesline out of both of the Flock, and the House of Style are running away, trying to get some advice from Bob Keller. Get that camera out of here. Sorry, Bob, we're trying to run a show here. Chris Sims is even yelling at us. Comics Alliance, that man that we just saw is one of the best bloggers in all of the internet, the Batmanologist. But here, Michael Freely, let's get back to wrestling. Michael Freely out here, yelling at the fans. Michael, you're spending all this time concerned about the fans when you need to be in the ring. Lodi rules. Coming out of Lodi right there, the man with a million signs. What do you got now for me, Lodi? What do you got now? Got blow pops. What does that mean? Of course we do. We're at a wrestling event, son. We're at a wrestling event. Lodi and Sick Boy, they are ready for this matchup. All this experience, all this time wrestling has proven that they're not scared of anybody. The House of Style waiting over there patiently, coming up with some sort of plan to take on these big veterans right here on the left side of your screen. Looks like Sick Boy's deciding that he's going to start this match off. Pulling up those knee pads. Hancock starting it off for the House of Style. Lodi giving some last-minute advice. And this matchup is underway, folks. Sick Boy, Lodi, the Flock, the original Flock from WCW. The House of Style. And here we go. BJ Hancock, Michael Freely. Saying they're the future. I don't know if you're the future. If you can get past the Flock, then maybe I'll consider about saying that you may be the future of professional wrestling, but right now you have a huge roadblock by way of Sick Boy.
You're pretty tight on them, right?
Sick Boy staring down Hancock. Hancock not even paying attention to what's going on in the ring. More concerned about the fans, and Hancock making sure he's looking nice because Sick Boy's gonna make that pretty face turn purple here in a little bit. Pushing Hancock to the corner. Ref's giving him 5. Sick Boy with the clean break. Hancock trying to get away from it. Making sure that he didn't hit his face. Did he hit me? Is that what Hancock just said? Hancock now claiming that Sick Boy grabbed that little bit of hair that he had on his face. Excuse me, not on his face, on his head. Bob Keller barking out orders. Sick Boy, Hancock tying up. Now, I don't know if I want to go move for move with Sick Boy. Sick Boy, actually, this is impressive. Hancock able to force Sick Boy into the corner, going for it. Sick Boy out of the way in a big arm drag. Oh. And he's working that left shoulder of Hancock. Barring the arm. Look at the pain and agony in the face of Hancock right now. Looks like Sick Boy is going to tag in Lodi. Both of these men double teaming Hancock right now. Big hip toss. Look at that. Completely destroying the chest and back of Hancock right there. And they are going back to the left arm. Look at the experience here. These men know professional wrestling very well. The Flock have been in it since the 1990s. They know when the right time to tag, when to keep the fresh man in. They know how to utilize the team-ups in tag team wrestling. Looks like Hancock is... Keller having to yell at his pupil. A nice drop toe hold. And Sick Boy coming down with that falling fist to the back of the neck of Hancock. And he's going for the pin. 1, 2. Hancock, House of Style, still in it. Sick Boy back to the left arm. Wrenching it. Standing wrist lock. And he's able to get out of it, tag Freely in. Freely hammering the back of Sick Boy. Sick Boy taking it back. Freely getting a kick to the gut. And Freely is now being worked on by the Flock. Lodi tagged in. Lodi now the legal man. Double back elbow right there. And Lodi going for the pin. Folks, I don't understand why House of Style think that they can stand toe-to-toe with these two men. The Flock, these two behemoths in the ring. Keller grabbing the foot of Lodi. Lodi able to kick Freely in the stomach. Maybe it's a numbers game right now. Maybe Bob Keller is that one thing that's going to make House of Style step forward and take down the Flock. Folks, if you like what you're seeing, find us on Facebook. Facebook.com/Midnight Mayhem CW21. Also, find Wrestleforce on Facebook. If you want the latest information, Wallace Rogers, their webmaster over at Midnight Mayhem, giving daily updates. People at Wrestleforce, great webmaster over there. Daily updates from them too. They have a huge event coming up called the Spring Fling. Folks, you are going to be seeing more of that, hearing about Bang Your Head here in the next couple weeks over at the Loose Cockaboose, in Columbia, South Carolina. Hancock with the suplex, hook in the leg. Then brushing his shoulders off. He must be feeling like a pimp. Using that knee, and Lodi is in a bad place right now. Clubbing blows to the face of Lodi. Bob Keller able to use that distraction by Michael Freely, and Lodi. You see this, Lodi? Lodi, that's 3 against 2. You guys are at a distinct disadvantage right now. Keller kicking the stomach, the midsection area of Lodi. Hancock coming outside to aid his partner, throwing Lodi back in the ring to get the pin count. Lodi, not done yet. It looks like Freely is going back to distract the ref right now, making sure something's going on in the ring. And then Bob Keller thinking, excuse me, Keller? I believe the ref should be Helen Keller because that ref is blind, deaf, and dumb. Bob Keller acting like he didn't do anything, and if the ref didn't see it, it didn't happen. Freely with a big right hand to the face of Lodi. Lodi getting his head slammed against the turnbuckle. Lodi able to, trying to block it. Freely putting him up top, perhaps going for a superplex of some sort. Lodi fighting back. Lodi able to get Freely off the top. Lodi with a huge boot to the face of Freely, and it looks like Lodi's going for the bulldog. Hook in the leg, 2. Freely still in it. House of Style still in it. Not to be confused with the House of Pain. But it looks like right now, Freely is in a House of Pain right now. Both men trying to tag their partners, getting those fresh legs in this matchup. Lodi. Tagging in Sick Boy. Freely tagging in Hancock. Sick Boy clotheslining Hancock, and Freely just cleaning house right now. Oh my God. Huge slam by Sick Boy. Freely able to break it up. Keller keeping a close eye on his men right now. Sick Boy. Huge slam. 1, 2. Hancock able to stop that 3 count. Who's the legal man right now? That's the question. Sick Boy going under. Able to take out both men with the clotheslines. Big right hand from Lodi. This is pandemonium here on Wrestleforce. And it looks like Sick Boy is going to take advantage of it right now. Get that pin. Get that pin on House of Style. Hancock gathering himself, getting to that. Looks like Sick Boy's going for the cure. And there it is, folks. Devastating maneuver. The cure. 1, 2. Keller grabbing the ref. Folks, this is not legal. Keller is making sure that Sick Boy didn't get the win. Now, what's going on outside? Lodi and Freely? It looks like Hancock roll up, grabbing the trunks, but the ref doesn't see it. 2, 3. Folks, House of Style wins.
Did you get the pin?
Amazing. Folks, for the next few weeks, we're going to have Wrestleforce Television here on Midnight Mayhem. You're going to meet some new characters. You're going to have a lot of fun. Find us on Facebook. We've got a whole new cast of characters and a couple familiar faces. All coming up here on Wrestleforce Meets Midnight Mayhem. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening.